was good YouTube back in another video, bro. It goes on top, but I just recorded so many videos. But yeah, if y'all knew, bro. But we got academics. He got a new video. I seen the first academics video, but I watched it for myself. Like I was just scrolling, watching videos. You feel me? And I clicked on. I was watching, and I noticed like I could have been reacting to it, but I was tweaking. So he dropped another one. But this is about like the self-defense, all that. You feel me? Like how he might be.
So now I'm going to show you how I use Grammarly to edit.
Shut up, nigga.
Check.
Alright, so like, excuse me, but this the DJ academic video. If y'all want to watch it by yourself, y'all see the title and everything.
Get out now. Merry Christmas, y'all. We got another update on the designer demon, the Ameri assassin, and the
Designer demon, bro. This nigga be talking crazy, bro.
Montclair menace known as K Flock. Now, people, K Flock may have just got a Hail Mary because there's new surveillance footage that's actually contradicting what the cops are claiming that happened, okay? Now, we're gonna get to that, but first off, he got a lawyer, and it's the infamous lawyer known as Scott Lemon. If you don't know Scott Lemon,
If you don't know, bro, you gotta get in tune. You gotta get in tune, bro.
the infamous lawyer known as Scott Lemon. If you don't know Scott Lemon also represented Shotty and usually represents a lot of people within the rap community when they're charged with crimes. Now, he put out a statement on behalf of K Flock saying, yesterday I accompanied Kevin as he self-surrendered to detectives at the 30th Precinct. Arrangements were immediately made with NYPD once I learned he was wanted. As to the charges levied against him, we have begun our own investigation into these allegations. More importantly, considering the DA's significant disclosure this morning that the NYPD received a tip saying someone else is a shooter, we demanded the DA office provide prompt disclosure of the videos referenced in the complaint and more information on the tip. We will address bail.
Bro, where these niggas be getting this from, bro? I be thinking like these niggas with the feds or something, like how they be getting all this information. Like somebody just be on Twitter.
Videos referenced in the complaint and more information on the tip. We will address bail once we have a chance to review the pertinent discovery and to further investigate the DA's noteworthy disclosure. Now, let me just break down the statement for you. I like Scott Lemon, but he's doing exactly what he's getting paid for, okay? He's defending the client, but it's contradictory when he's saying, yo, listen, hey, pretty much I'm hearing there's new discovery that someone else is a shooter and that, yo, my client is innocent, but then he continues to say, we have not examined the evidence that the DA, who, by the way, has to present evidence to lock somebody up or keep somebody in jail, he says he hasn't examined the information or the evidence that the cops got against K Flock. He's just going off a random tip. That tip could have been for anywhere. Anyway, the major thing is a video that seems to capture the moments leading up to the murder. Okay? Now, which I watched on my screen, it's basically K Flock and it seems like two other individuals are walking down the street. They walk past what I'm going to assume is a barbershop or some type of store. And a guy who looked like he saw K Flock walks out and starts looking in the direction that K Flock walks in, okay? He walks after K Flock. There was another guy who walks out, and we see several people kind of walking in and out of the frame, seemingly to pretty much tell us that off camera something is going on, okay? Now, it directly contradicts what NYPD said. NYPD said K Flock went up into the barbershop and basically asked the dude.
Yeah, that's what they were saying. They were saying he went in the barbershop and started shooting him. That was never on camera, bro. Never.
Said. NYPD said K Flock went up into the barbershop and basically asked the dude, bro, what you looking at? Okay? Now, that would make K Flock the aggressor. In this situation, K Flock was minding his business. Somebody came out of a barbershop and probably got into it with him. Now, I'm saying probably because we really don't know what happened off camera. Now, let's just go with the thing to say he probably got into it with K Flock, the victim, right? Here's the thing that's still going to make this a very complicated case. Because I know some people are thinking, well, it's self-defense. Yo, it's self-defense, it's self-defense, it's self-defense. We're not in Florida. This ain't Florida. This is New York City. First of all, you got a legal gun. There's no handguns allowed in New York City. So you're already looking at 3 to 5. Okay? By the way, let me just say it again. There ain't no handguns allowed in New York City, okay? Unless you're a former police. So already, you are out of bounds, okay? So already, K-Flock, he's down bad for that. Secondly, because it's New York City, okay, the self-defense laws are different than Georgia.
And I heard that they different like in every city too. But like most cities, like they the same. But like in New York, like it's so different, bro.
Or Florida. In Florida, somebody slap you or they pull a gun on you, robbing you. If you chase that nigga down for 10 miles and you end up clapping him to get your shit back, you know what that means? You are standing your ground. You are defending yourself and you have no reasonable right to retreat. You could actually, if a nigga start a problem, you could end it. Now in New York City, what happens is, and this is the reality of the law.
Hey, you know what's better than a $5,000 PC? A $5,000 PC that costs $0. It's time to give.
Hey, you know what costs $0? The like button. Hit the like button, my nigga. We trying to get paid, my nigga. You know what I'm saying?
Basically, if
Nah, but they gotta stop with the ads, bro. Like even to y'all, I ain't gonna do that to y'all, bro. We ain't gonna do no ads, bro. We not gonna do that.
is, and this is the reality of the law. Basically, if somebody, like, for example, say the guy walked out the barbershop, say he confronted K-Flock, right? Say he started talking.
Yo, and y'all wrong, bro. I seen y'all. Y'all was making them poses to old K-Flock when he went in the barber shop, bro. Y'all crazy. Y'all gotta stop doing that, bro. That's bad for business.
Talking shit to him. Or even say he hit K-Flock. Now, say K-Flock pulls out a gun. If he said, oh, chill. If K-Flock shoots him afterwards, that's not self-defense. Not in New York City. New York City says you could only kill somebody only when you feel you were about to be killed by that person. If that person changes their mind, if they verbally say to you, nah, we good, because maybe you pulled a gun on them, if anything of the sort happens, you cannot kill that person. That is not self-defense at that point. They call that flat-out murder, okay? Now, here's how it's going to end up.
Yeah, you can't even pull that off as manslaughter, bro. You gotta, yeah, that's deep, bro.
They call that flat-out murder, okay?
That's all it is.
Now, here's how it's going to end up. If it's going to be a self-defense thing, it's all going to be about what happened when that guy walked out of the barbershop. Because not because he started it means K-Flock could kill him. Did he attack K-Flock? Did he slap K-Flock? Did he, do something to K-Flock that K-Flock thought that his life was in danger and he needed to immediately use a weapon? If that was K-Flock that was rocking, the designer Amiri drip, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't even think that was him in the video. Like, I don't know, something just tell me, like, I don't know, it could be, but, like, you could never tell with the mask, bro. Like, there could be so many niggas. You know how many niggas look like him, bro? Even from his side. So imagine, like, from every side. Like, there could be anybody, bro.
Again, he has to prove that in court. However, if they raise self-defense, it's the burden of proof isn't really on him. It's on the prosecutor. Now, what could help K-Flock's case if this is actually going to happen, right? Say the other guy had a gun. Say the other guy had a gun and maybe shot. Say the other guy had some type of weapon. Say the other guy, I don't know, started beating K-Flock's ass, and K-Flock thought he might get killed by this guy, okay? Maybe it's one of those situations. Basically, I'm trying to say K-Flock, if he's going to use self-defense, has to prove his life was in danger in the moment that he shot the other guy. That's if that whole person is K-Flock, because his stands are completely in denial, claiming it's still not him, okay? So, again, we'll see what happens, but New York is the absolute worst place to claim self-defense at because it doesn't matter who started it. It only matters, hey, is...
Okay, so, wait, I don't know. Hey, y'all gotta fill me in. Is he trying to fight self-defense, or like, what's going on, bro? Because he already got bailed out. I don't know if he's trying to fight self-defense for the case, though.
Because it doesn't matter who started it. It only matters, hey, is this the only option of you getting out of this situation by killing someone? It don't matter if they started it. It don't matter if, you were getting your ass beat but you were still coherent and your life wasn't threatened, if you can't prove that if you didn't kill this motherfucker, you wouldn't be alive, they're sending you straight to prison. Okay? We'll see what happens. This is going to be in the courts for a while. I don't see him getting bail anyway, but we'll see how this case plays.
Hey, this gotta be old, cause he already built on. Let me see how old this video is. Oh, they sent it. Oh, this was on Christmas, bro. This is an old video. We gotta see the new video when he dropped another one, bro.
Out. And also, I'm pretty sure there's probably a bunch of surveillance cameras in this and third that will probably show what's going on and what happened, and probably give us a little bit more of a clearer picture into what he's facing. Keep in mind, the police reviewed all this information before they filed charges. So I'm gonna just be hesitant in believing the lawyer who claims he hasn't even looked at it yet.
Yo. I'm trying to like put together like I can kind of see it, but that dude do look a little dark. I don't know, bro. It's
The
hard to
thing the
tell.
lawyer
It's hard to tell, bro.
is telling the truth or more accurate than the police at this point. We'll see what it is, man. But get in the comment box, make sure you guys like them, subscribe. Listen, man, it's a Merry Christmas, man. Stay
It's past Christmas, my nigga.
safe and out these streets. These niggas don't give a fuck about nothing.
Oh, this the video? Let's take us to the full thing. I'm trying to see if they're gonna show the full thing. Nah, I knew they wasn't gonna show the full thing. Alright, that's the end of that video, bro. Like, comment some more videos. I want me to react to them for y'all. Subscribe. We trying to get 1K. Yeah, we up.